Look at this bathroom. I love the tub. Look how deep it is. One day I'm going to have a bathroom just like this. I love making these videos and having the virtual backgrounds because it allows me to imagine what my home will look like once I start making money, real money. I'll be able to renovate and to have things exactly the way I want. So in the meantime, I'm going to be pretending. Today's video is going to be talking about a subject matter that I came across this morning that truly surprised me. It's taboo romances. I didn't know they existed. I was surprised to hear about them. From what I gather in listening to a particular podcast that featured Nikki Sloan, a USA Today bestseller who writes erotic romance and dark romances, she was featured, as I said, and they were talking about taboo romances. And the way it was described to me, taboo romances are a subgenre, or could be considered a subgenre of dark romances or erotic romances. And these romances, they take place around taboos, certain taboos that make people feel uncomfortable. And listening to the podcast, they mentioned that certain taboos romance writers will stay away from completely. And those would be rape or bestiality or incest, things like that, that are just not acceptable under any circumstances to romanticize. But the ones that they mentioned that people may take liberties with are relationships that deal with religion. An example would be maybe a priest and a member of the church, or in an academic setting, maybe a professor or a teacher and a student, or in a medical situation, maybe a physician or a doctor and a patient. Those are areas where certain writers, romance writers, may take certain liberties and play with the romance, bordering on taboo, what is acceptable and what is not. But as I said, certain areas they definitely will stay away from. What they defined as taboo romances are romances that that may question morality, or society may think is morally wrong or ethically wrong or religiously wrong. And these type of romances will make the reader feel uncomfortable and maybe question certain things about themselves